Alrighty.
Hello everyone. Let's check that you can hear us and see us.
I know I can hear you and see you, but that's
Amazing.
not probably very good.
Amazing. Especially that we've been talking for 15 minutes already.
Exactly, that's my point. So let me make sure that other people around the world can hear us. That would be amazing.
Guys and girls in Zoom, could you tell us if you can hear us? Same question to people on YouTube. What's up?
Daniela, good morning. Good morning from Germany. Hello, Daniela.
All right.
Amazing. We're good.
Hello, guys on YouTube as well. So I think everything is working well. All right. Amazing. Guys, I think we can start. Lachlan, good morning. As usual, Thursday, live trading room, together with Lachlan and the trading pit. Lachlan, any expectations on the markets today? What is your insights?
I think we're going up early and then we're going to turn around and go down. And that's because, one, we've got a beautiful gap down. Two, the S&P 500 is romancing Asian lows. And if it gets below its S1, it's going to fall. And Donald Trump keeps on contradicting himself, which means that eventually people just lose confidence in what he's saying and they get out of the market. And the only way to get out is to sell. So I'm thinking we're in for a really nice sell-off towards the end of the week. The buyers are failing pretty handsomely on the daily charts right across the board. So that would suggest a really lovely sell-down. So.
Amazing. That's a very logical setup you have right now. Let's see what the market will do, right? And hope we will not have any random speeches midnight. So, guys and girls, from my side, a quick reminder that right now we have a 30% off campaign on challenges. Use code SummerWeek30 if you want to get an account with the Trading Pit. 30% off on all challenge types. And at this point, I'm gonna say to you guys, enjoy the session with Lachlan. Wishing you lots of great setups, manageable volatility, and expectable moves. Guys and girls, have fun.
Thank you, Christian. Guys, appreciate that. And as we do every time, thank you to TTP. Guys, thank you to TTP for guys helping Samurai slowly but surely and very deliberately, guys, grow across the world. So our goal is to be number one in the world. It used to be number one in Asia. Guys, we're going to make it. We're going to make it a little bit bigger than that. So guys, welcome to the LTR. Guys, tonight we are launching our upgraded 101 course, guys, in a webinar afterwards. So if you have not got an invitation, to that webinar already, guys, please sing out throughout the trading session, guys, and I'll be able to get that to you, guys. Really, really easy to do. Now, young Caleb, how are you? Giz, how are you, guys? We'll get into it because we've actually got a fair bit to do. Guys, got a fair bit to do today. Basically, we'll start with why do we do what we do? So why do we run a live trading room, particularly for those people that have never been, guys, in one of these trading room sessions before? Guys, we run live trading rooms because we believe, as I tip on the US trading room, guys, to get that up and running as well, we believe that live trading rooms are basically one of the best foundations, guys, for learning how to trade. Guys, and there's three primary reasons for that. Again, if you are in a live trading room, you've got a really, really lovely, guys, sense of community. So we get together every day at the same time, every day. We trade the same thing every day. And as a result of that, we are moving in the right direction, guys. So we've got a great little group of people. Just hold on one sec. I'm joining the microphone, guys, as I do every day. I'm joining the microphone in the other live trading room. And of course, as I'm talking here, the microphone carries into the other trading room. So I'm trying to be as polite as I possibly can as I log in. So guys, it's all about community, teamwork, and transparency, guys. So a well-run live trading room. Now, I've been doing live trading rooms. I was first introduced to LTRs in 2007. I started running LTRs in 2009. So, let me just check what's going on here, guys. I have been told that I might not be sharing the right screen after all of that. Okay, Let me see. Now, can you see, guys, that's, boom, that's better. That's Mrs. Cooper. So, guys, that being said, guys, well run live trading room, guys. Immediate proof of performance. We build confidence, guys. We build confidence as we go. Guys, the whole intent is there's absolutely nowhere to hide in the live charts. We've had a blinder of a week this week. So what we are not going to do, guys, we're not going to do forecasts on where we think the market's going to go. We're actually going to call the entries, call the exits, guys, as per the 101 strategy. As I was saying earlier, the 101, guys, the 101 upgrade, the launch webinar is actually on tonight for all of those people that have access to that course. Guys, now the beauty of today, it is an AMA format, basically ask me anything. The reason we do that, guys and girls, is one of the fastest ways to learn. If we call a trade and you don't know what we do, you can turn around and say, hey, Lucky, why did we call that trade? What is the reason you're doing what you're doing? Guys, and we can ultimately build from there, which is always good fun. Now, guys, compliance is a really, really awesome little thing that we do every time we do a public presentation. The reason being was we've got people, guys, logged in from multiple jurisdictions globally. So we basically go for the strictest jurisdictions, which are actually Australia, guys, followed by the UK. They're the strictest. So, guys, at this point in time, I do have to mention a couple of things. Trading futures and CFDs, guys, involves risk. There's actually two risks when you take a trade. There's the risk of making money and also losing money. Guys, now, because we are trading on margin, it means we borrow a little bit of money every time we take a trade. That means that risk is magnified both in a good way and also a bad way. Guys, so what it means is we are professional risk controllers. What it also means is that on every trade tonight, I'm going to be giving you what we refer to as an RCP, or a risk control point. That's basically when I want you to either reduce or minimize or completely cut off your risk at all. As every single trade we take, guys, we will typically go for an early first target and a long range second target, or we just go for a long range first target. Guys, we're very quick to cut our risk off, and we're very, very quick to let the profit run as well. Now, guys, further to that, everything we do today, guys, is general information only. The past performance of all financial products, every financial product, guys, in the world now, you're not allowed to use past performance as an indication of future performance. Guys, do you know how far this has actually gone? It's gone so far now that you can't even, like on Facebook, for example, just to give you an idea, you can't actually show past performance on Facebook. So it's gone so far that if you have a live trading statement that has been audited by an accountant that says, hey, check me out, I've made a 10% return over the last 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 10 weeks, whatever it is. If you show that audited trading statement on Facebook, they will give you a community warning notice and take you down. So they're actually getting really serious about this past performance stuff. So just to let you know, in the world of compliance, it's a lot of rules. Now, as I'm expecting the markets to sell down today, guys, as I was mentioning, Christian, and we're selling down really, really nicely on the FTX. There's a lot of unhappy people around the world because there is a president in the US that keeps contradicting himself. No offense to him, because he's a very powerful person, but there's a lot of people around the world, I think, getting a little bit annoyed. So, what I'm thinking today, I think we're going to buy the market early, and then I think it's going to get absolutely slammed, guys. So that should actually be quite good fun, because naturally we trade in both directions. Now, market risk factors, guys. The biggest one today is we're trading over the internet. I'll do my best to guide you in and out of the market as best as I possibly can, guys, as per the 101 course. Guys, so everything we do is as per the 101 course. The flip side of that, guys, I'll guide you in and out of the market as best as I can. There's no guarantee you'll be able to get in where I want you to get in or get out where I want you to get out. Quite often that actually works in your favor. I'll be very clear, guys, about when to exit and when to enter the market. All right, now, very brief history. Guys, I discovered futures trading on the 1st of August 2007. Guys, I opened Australia's only dedicated futures trading school on the 1st of August 2009. Guys, I've had an opportunity, guys, to train a lot of traders now in 22 countries. Guys, I did develop, guys, all of the concepts behind the Delta V1, which you'll see today, V2, V3, efficiency, CSA. It's just basically a way of pulling the market apart. We are very, very military. It's very, very military in the way we do things. That does come ultimately from the military. As may I suggest, we are very, very deliberate in what we do. guys. So it'll be a classic case today of if the market does this, we're going to do that, and vice versa, guys. We've been doing that since 2009. And it works, guys, it just keeps working. So if an algorithm is working really, really well, then there's absolutely no reason to change it. Guys, one of the reasons, as I build this slide for you, one of the reasons that we don't have to change our algorithm, guys, you'll see that a lot of people start talking about, maybe every 90 days, maybe every 120 days, maybe, every 3 months, every 6 months, I've got to change my algorithm because it stops performing. Now, generally, you will hear that from Forex traders, some CFD traders, definitely options traders, definitely binary options traders. Now, interesting point, all of those people are trading with brokers. Just so everyone's super clear, as a futures trader, we do not use brokers in the OTC, over-the-counter sense of the word. So if a Forex trader says to you, hey, every 3 to 6 months, I've got to change what I do, that's not the market has changed the way that it moves. That is the broker has changed the way that they manipulate the market. That's a very important point. Guys, I discovered on the 1st of August 2007 that there are no brokers in futures trading. So, and obviously everything else has got brokers. So if there's anyone out there in the world, guys, that ever says to you, Forex is the same as futures, don't be rude. Don't be rude. But just say to them, hey, listen, just so you know, Forex is traded through brokers, futures is not. So any suggestion that futures and Forex are the same thing, guys, would literally be like suggesting apples and oranges are the same thing, guys. They're probably not, as no doubt you can appreciate. Now, guys, if you need help with anything today, obviously jump on the socials. Guys, emails are down the bottom there. The best one to use, guys, is say hello at samurai-daytrading.com. Guys, we've got a really, really brilliant, really brilliant back office team, guys, that we're working with. Sally Ann is leading up that team. Guys, she's doing a great job. We've had young Roger join the team. Guys, Sam has joined the team, and young Beck, guys, young Beck has joined the team as at today. Guys, so we have 3 new team members, guys, 3 new team members in the last 8 weeks. They are all exceptionally talented, guys. So you'll get to meet them. You'll get to meet them as they're guys, as they get more and more involved in what we do. Now, today, guys, we are going to focus on Caleb. Yeah, we're getting there, mate. We're getting there, absolutely, guys. Today, we're going to focus on the charts. Just a reminder, guys, that we do have a webinar tonight, which is the launch of the updated 101. Next Thursday night, guys, which is the last Thursday of the month, guys, we're going to have our global hub meeting. Everyone's available to attend that meeting, guys, or everyone's allowed to attend that meeting. Basically, we analyze the charts, focus on what's working, answer any questions about any kind of trading question, guys. So please don't miss those monthly hubs. And for the members of Samurai, guys, obviously the recordings are put in the members area for you, which is always, guys, always good fun. Now, what we're going to be doing today, guys, we're running an FDAX-centric trading room. The charts are as per the purple squares on the right-hand side. I'm going to focus on the 12 things on the left-hand side. Primarily, guys, the ones highlighted with the red wows is what is going to drive me in and out of the market. For those that haven't been in the session before, the delta indicator predicts basically where the institutional traders are going to be entering and exiting the market. So we can actually use the delta indicator, of which there are 3 of them. We can use the delta indicator to predict where the instos are going to enter, and we can use that, guys, in our own trading, which is always good fun. All right, so let me just drop this PowerPoint down for you, because we've got a fair bit of work to do. A fair bit of work to do in the background. All right, so let me move this. One thing we do, guys, whenever we're trading, we always strip down our, not only do we strip down our charts, guys, but strip down all of the background processes on your computer, guys, that might delay or slow down your computer. And if you need, guys, any help out there, clocking your CPU so that it preferentially treats your trading software versus Zoom, for example, guys, please reach out. There's posts in the members area that teach you how to do that. Okay, now, guys, I think today, mind you, it's a very, very dangerous, guys, very dangerous hobby to predict what the market's going to do, because you come into your trading session, guys, with a particular kind of tolerance for a certain behavior, or a favoritism for a certain behavior. I'm thinking at this point in time, as I watch the S&P 500, who is caressing the Asian low, guys, let me show you. So here's our S&P 500, guys, is a great little barometer as to what they might be doing. The S&P 500 loves to go to the 50 fib on the 4-hour chart. Now, so do the European markets. Now, just below here, guys. So this is the Asian low. S&P has just closed below the Asian low. That is a very bearish, guys, a very bearish sign for Europe. I'm expecting two scenarios. Scenario number one, the S&P will sell down, fail at its S1, which is obviously a very, very powerful level. Fail at its S1, climbs back inside the Asian low, and that will then turn around and go back to the Asian high, which is goes all the way back up the top of the jar, right? So all the way back up here again. Now, that's what the S&P 500, guys, looks like it's going to try and do. The FDAX might have something different in mind. Guys, I was expecting the FDAX to buy early, fail early, and set up really long-range shorts, identical to what we did yesterday. Guys, identical to what we did yesterday. So as much as I don't want to precondition anybody to take a particular trade. As we do, we'll let the market come to us. Guys, we never want to come into a trading session saying, I think the market's going to buy only, so therefore I'm not going to take valid sells, because you'll literally let those valid sells run past because of that bias. That Fibonacci is going to have to come a little bit lower there. Okay, so as FESX, let's do the big boys and girls first. Guys, we'll start up here on the weekly chart. Our time is looking pretty good, guys. We've got 14 minutes. So on the weekly chart, this is where the two European markets actually disagree with each other. On the weekly FESX chart, guys, the sellers own the stair step. On the FDAX, the buyers own the stair step. So we've got a slight disconnect. At the moment, the FESX buyers are romancing this reversal here. I note that, again, that is a -8, guys, a -8 rated static bar reversal long. It's a beautiful reversal signal. At the moment, they're actually romancing. Do we trigger that weekly signal? Now, guys, the weekly signals typically trigger at the end of the week. You can see right where they are now says, hey, I think we're going to be buying today, guys. That's a weekly long. That's weekly long. Now, if we cruise back down to the 1440, I've got my blue fib. So on my daily candles here, I've got my blue fib drawn down to catch them on the way up. Most important point, can we see these two yellow circles here? Guys, those yellow circles are gaps that the market does need to mathematically close at some point in time. Now, what we do have, guys, got a static bar reversal long. Normally they go for 3 days, which is 1, 2, 3. So you see that the buyers are starting to run out of steam on the daily chart, even though they look very impressive on the weekly chart. Guys, they're starting to run out of steam on the daily chart. We've got a really, really lovely ratio drop here, guys. This little -2 underneath the candle basically says that the buyers were 2 times less effective on this candle. 2 times less effective on this candle compared to the candle before. What does that ultimately mean? As the buyers are running out of steam on the daily chart, and we're starting to get down to our comfort zone, guys. So the daily chart, 4-hour chart, 60-minute chart. All right, now down on the 240, it is a very, very different picture, guys, which is really exciting. The reason being is we have opened on the FESX in a very, very strong 4-hour short. Right, very strong. That's an 18 rated 4-point turning bar. That's my favorite reversal signal in the world. What has occurred, guys? These guys, except for a static bar reversal, I won't be biased. So you've got a static bar reversal there that morphed into a 4-point turning bar, and the reaction was to actually gap the market a long way down. Now, I would love the buyers to buy up early, get into those 4-hour shorts, fail badly, turn around and come back down. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Based on the angle of the MDI at the moment, which is that's our trend indicator, guys. There's almost 80 degrees to the downside. These buyers are going to have a lot of trouble going up. So what I don't want is these guys just to tumble, because again, that kind of doesn't reduce our signal set, guys. It does limit us to it does take a number of signals off the table if they just plummet, right? So we've got to be aware that, mind you, they can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. Now at this stage, guys, on the 60-minute chart for the FESX, I've got my fib drawn up to catch them on the way down. At the moment, we're catching them absolutely perfectly at the 78.6 fib. So really, really important for those watching, guys. Fibonacci must be done correctly. If you've got your Fibonacci upside down, it's not going to work for you. If you've got the wrong Fibonacci numbers, it's also not going to work for you. Now, most importantly, Fibonacci must be drawn up to catch them on the way down or down to catch them on the way up. At this point in time, I've got no Fibonacci drawn down to catch them on the way up. I was basically waiting to see what the opening candle does, and then we're going to draw the Fibonacci on. What I am very excited by, guys, again, right at the bottom of that candle there, 78.6 fib. That's a level they love to fail at, and they love the 61.8. These guys are going straight from the 78.6 straight to the 61.8. What does that mean? Guys, our Fibonacci is exactly the same as the institutional traders who are getting ready. They're pre-positioning in the market, getting ready to trade. Okay, down to the 15-minute chart, guys. We've actually got a 15-minute long. We've actually got a 15-minute long setting up, okay, which is right there. So you've got a little ratio-based SPR long there. That we have a gap to close, guys. We have a gap to close today to the high side. Unlike yesterday, where they closed the gap before we started, today they haven't closed the gap. There will be some people out there in the world that say, right, Lockie, we've got to push it up to close the gap. Just be super careful, guys and girls. They don't have to close the gap today. They could spike up, turn around and slam you. We are not gap traders. Guys, gap traders literally just wait for the market to open and put a buy signal on and hope they get it right. Guys, that would be like a BHP strategy called buy, hold, and pray. We don't buy, hold, and pray. So therefore, we are not going to fall into the trap of being gap traders. Okay, now, with that said, guys, the gap is a daily 50 fib, which is a very, very interesting thing altogether. There are 2 4-hour shorts up here. So if the FESX was to spike up and close the gap early, which the way these sellers are showing, guys, I don't think it's going to happen. So the gap traders are probably going to have a problem. We are into 4-hour shorts up here. Like I said, really, really powerful 4-hour shorts here. And these guys have got a long way to go to the downside, guys. And there's not much that's going to stop them from dropping pretty hard. If I was short now, guys, if I was short already, I would be celebrating. There is clearly, for those that trade the pre-market, guys, there is an MDI continuation trade just here, guys. So that one just there is your MDI continuation trade. If you are already short on that trade, guys, you would be wanting to try and hold it short down to a Fibonacci extension, right? If you're not short already, guys, if you're not a pre-market trader, guys, I don't, just so be super clear with everybody, I don't trade the pre-market. Only because I'm normally getting ready to trade the cash market, guys. So I tend to not execute trades. I do love the Japanese close on the S&P 500. I love the Japanese close on the S&P 500 because I can normally get my trading done, guys. So 2 o'clock Japanese close. What do you guys see there? Does anyone else see a -18 rated static bar reversal off a daily Fibonacci? Am I the only one in the world that can see that? And that, guys, that is basically the 50 of the day is being dragged down, but that is a stunning short trade all the way down there. Just to give you a little hint, guys, that Japanese close trade is going so well. I think in time we may have to end up with a Japanese close live trading room trading on the S&P 500. That would be incredible. So, guys, down to the FDAX, we've got about 6.5 minutes to go, which is brilliant. On the weekly chart, guys, FDAX, very different story to the FESX. So at the moment, the buyers on the stair step here, guys, they're getting ready for a swing trigger short. The buyers are a lot less impressive, guys, a lot less impressive on the weekly chart than the FESX. A lot less impressive. So my gut feeling at this point in time, we might buy early and sell hard. Always buy early, sell hard. As now we speak about static bar reversals in 3 days. So guys, here's our little static bar reversal. We've got a gap to close to the downside here, which is incredibly important. As these guys have effectively been buying from the turning bar, they've been buying for 2 days. Normally they buy for 3. However, at this point in time, guys, you've got a really strong candle here and then an absolute failure here. There's going to be a lot of people, guys, out there in the world that have said you guys have failed to hold your weekly long, you failed to hold your daily long. That's pretty impressive. So today I'm going to punish you by selling down. Guys, we'll just wait for the open, guys. They will ultimately tell us what to do. This, guys, this is looking incredible. The reason being is the FDAX has opened into multiple 4-hour shorts. that if these guys get any traction, guys, we're going to go down for 12 hours, which is, as per the rule of three, we're going to drop for 12. Now, the beauty of that, guys, we've got to be really, really careful with the 4-hour chart, because if these guys don't absolutely tank, if they don't tank, buyers own the stair step on the 4-hour chart, we might actually end up with a 4-hour swing trigger long, right? So we don't quite know what they're going to do yet. We will know in the first 15 minutes, right? We always do. 60-minute chart, guys, that's looking notoriously short. So there will be a Fibonacci extension, guys, running from here to here. There will be a Fibonacci extension running from there to there. Guys, I'm going to color that green, guys, because we will have other extensions on today. Okay, so we'll make that a green extension. If they want to get a real wriggle on, guys, there's two resistance levels we're going to focus on. The 100% extension, which is in a Fibonacci sandwich just here, and then your 133 extension, which is out in the middle of nowhere, but it's supported by 25,000. There's no shallower, guys. There's no shallower extension there. Down to the 30-minute chart.
FDX delta forming.
These guys are setting up shorts on the, oh, wow. On the 15-minute chart, they are really angry. I'm just looking, guys, looking. See that little -6 rated static bar reversal there? There are going to be some buyers that try and defend 25111. 25111, that's not, we haven't got far to go. So there will be some buyers out there in the world, guys, that are trying to defend 25111. Okay, because they've defended it before. So 25111. Some buyers. All right, so it might be some buyers hanging around there. Now, guys, if it doesn't, the fact that the buyers are there, if it doesn't meet what we normally do, we're not going to suddenly buy the market at 25111. There's that, guys, there's that 100 extension, which is the risk control point for any of those 60-minute chart traders who are currently short. And it's right in the middle of that pivot sandwich. And we've reinforced by the S1. So guys, if we do plummet, if we do literally plummet on open, there is going to be a reversal trade off yesterday's low and the S1. Now, as we come into the open for the advanced traders, as your Fibonacci extension is going to look like that. You're looking for an agreement, guys, with the 133 extension. So at this point in time, you would be looking for these guys to sell down through the 133, guys, in the S1 and pick you up going back the other way. So for the advanced traders, ironically, that green extension in the pivot sandwich or in the Fibonacci sandwich, there is a really incredible long if these guys plummet down and fail badly. Now, that said, guys and girls, that is only for those people, please, that trade the 4-point algorithm on the opening candle. If these guys switch and go back the other way, guys, they need to go all the way up here before the buyers. In fact, that's not correct. They need to go there for the buyers to steal the stair step. All right, so we're gonna play the open, guys. We're gonna play the open very carefully, guys, as we've done all week. We've had a blinder of a trading week, guys, so there's no reason why we would change anything. Watch for a swing trigger short. We know about this one. Buyers losing speed on the 1440, guys. We have a seller gap to close at 24808. So if we do go down, guys, it could be very impressive. That blue Fibonacci is a super key 60-minute low. That is also, guys, that's also a 4-hour short. So if we go up early, turn around and fail, I want you guys to try and hold the shorts as long as you possibly can. S&P volume is good, guys, and the S&P is about to close a candle below Asian low, guys. So that would suggest we're probably going to go down. All right, so it's 50 seconds until the gun goes. Please, 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 guys, double check you've got the right accounts loaded. Double check you've got the right contracts loaded. If you're copy trading, you've got the right lead account, guys, the right lead account on. You've got the right slave accounts on. And, guys, let's follow our trading plan. Do what we normally do. There are no surprises here, guys, and let's do our best, guys, as we've done all week. So 23 seconds. I'm just watching the S&P 500 because it's about to close under the European low. Here they come.
Climactic volume on FDEX.
So we know, guys, we know about the S1 reversal down here.
FDEX delta confirmed. FDEX
Okay, so just let them come down.
FDEX delta confirmed. FDEX delta confirmed. FDEX delta forming. FDEX delta
now, there is a pre-bottom reversal, guys, setting up at 110. So a pre-bottom reversal setting up at 110. That is only for those people as that trade the opening candle, which is only our experienced traders. As again, if you are going to go long at 110, guys, these guys are very volatile. Guys, if you're going to go long at 110, your risk control point is 115. Just watch, guys, just watch on that one. Because the 50 fib of the micro trend, right, the 50 fib of the micro trend is here. So 4-point algo, guys, 4-point algo. We've gone climactic. We're waiting 60 seconds.
FDEX delta forming.
All right, so we're now through 60 seconds. All right, here they're coming down, guys. So let them come down. Let them come down. All right, so this is where we we thought they were going to go down. So this is where at this point in time, guys, at this point in time, if you are an S1 reversal trader, as S1 reversal trader, I would be looking for an entry as around about the 0.85 mark. I would be very careful about going long as if these guys just decide to bulldoze like they're currently doing, right? The absolute bulldozer, right? So as the reason I mark the 50 fib of the micro trend is quite often the pre-market reversal is into the 50 fib of the micro trend. You've got to be very careful of that one. They've just blown the 50 fib. So that's fine. We'll take it off. We're getting to the point, guys, of the Fibonacci. We're getting to the point where the Fibonacci is starting to stretch down the screen. That's okay, guys. Again, the opening candle traders, your 133 extension. So you're looking for an entry, guys, at 0.82. 0.82 if you are an opening candle trader. You've met your 4-point algorithm, guys. Now you would need these buyers to grab that market and slam it back the other way. For the slightly more careful traders, you're going to wait for the candle to close and you're looking for an S1 fueled climactic reversal long, and that is around about 2 minutes and 25 seconds away. So if you are a Fibonacci extension trader, guys, you're long at 8.2. At 8.2, your first target and risk control point is 8.7, which you've just gone through, and you're back to even again. If you are going to hold, guys, if you are going to hold long to the close of the candle, you would want to watch what they do as around about the 25-100 level. All right, so if anybody is long, guys, if anybody is long on the 133, if you're long on the 133, guys, at 82, your first target is 87. Your second target is 92. Guys, if you are long, just watch what they do at 25-100. Guys, just rule off your risk now, guys, so you can't lose any money. Rule off your risk, and then we'll see, guys. We'll see this. That's a great response. We'll see if we can get them to go all the way back, guys, all the way back inside the pre-bottom. So anybody that is long, guys, anybody that is long off the S1 and the 133 fib extension combination, if you are long, Dan, beautiful trade, man. If you are long, guys, you want to try and hold your long, please. So you've gone through your first target, guys, or through your second target, but either way, you have no risk, please. Oh, Mikey, 10 and 30. So, guys, that is the exact 4-point algorithm we're allowed to use on the opening candle. Guys, nothing more, nothing less. Mikey, if you picked up a 10 and a 30, that is a huge trade. That's a huge trade. Mate, so well done. And so, Mikey, you've sent that message just to me only. If you could send that to everybody. that means they're like, oh, Lockie's invented someone in his head. No. Andy, well done, mate. Well done. Beautiful trade. So that is how the 4-point algorithm, no, Natasha, 25. That's how the 4-point algorithm opens its way up on the FDAX. So if that's your trade, guys, absolutely brilliant. All right, now we're going for permission to trade from the FESX. Yeah, well done, everyone. That's an awesome trade. Now, at this stage, guys, nice work, mate. Nice work. Okay, at this stage, guys, we need the sellers to sell down. We have a climactic reversal long. Guys, we have a climactic reversal long. The risk is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The risk is too much for the majority of beginner traders. So what I'd suggest is that we would be looking for, at this stage, look, we are looking, guys, so climactic reversal, guys, too much risk. At the moment, we don't have agreement between the FESX and the FDAX, guys, for a double failure reversal. If you are going to take the double failure reversal long off the S1, guys, it is a valid trade on the FDAX. We don't have the FESX support. So if you are a stickler, guys, you're not going long until we have permission from the FESX, please. All right, so at this stage, we are looking, guys, it looks a lot like a double failure reversal. On the FDAX, we don't have permission from the FESX. Guys, I'm just trying to make that really clear. So I personally won't execute the double failure reversal long on the FDAX until I have permission from the FESX. Okay, so now we are going to mark, I'm going to grab that little, I know we put this circle on before we started, but I'm going to grab that and we are going to, just going to label that, guys. So opening candle reversal 133. Guys, so if I come back, guys, in 6 months' time and go, what the hell did we trade there? It's pretty clear. So everyone's gone long, you followed that 4-point algorithm perfectly and you've done perfectly, which is very exciting. What I'm looking for, guys, I'm looking for the FESX. I'm looking for the FESX, guys, to absolutely 1000% run out of steam before I send you long on the FDAX. Right, so at this stage, we're being a little bit careful. And for those that are not normally in the trading room, we're being careful because we have disagreement between the two markets. The FESX is in charge, guys. These guys over here on the left are 100% in charge. And if we don't have permission to trade the FDAX, then we just wait until we do. So far this week, we've had an absolute blinder. I don't think anyone, has anyone this week in the live trading room had a losing trade? Has anyone had a losing trade? That was called in the LTR. I'll be very careful with that question. I don't think we've had a single losing trade. Okay, perfect, Suzanne, perfect. So guys, let's just wait. Okay, we're using our 90-second, 60-second rule again. So at this stage, we are not going long, guys. We are not going long on the FDAX until we get permission to trade. All right. Now, so everyone that took the OC reversal, that was a perfect 4-point algo, guys. So whoever took that, you've nailed your targets, which is brilliant. Even if they were short range targets, we've nailed them. Last 90 seconds, so we're not going to take a new entry in the last 90 seconds. At this stage, the FESX looks like, what does FESX looks like? FESX looks like it might want to try and push down towards an S1 reversal. Tons of time, guys. There's no rush. Tons of time. Yesterday's low is a daily short, which we were kind of anticipating with a big sell down, weren't we? What are you guys doing? Oh, wow. Yeah. Absolutely. So, guys, we are a whisker away from daily shorts, If the daily shorts trigger on both markets, that's going to be, wow, the S&P is getting hammered. Guys, you know I said that when they close underneath the Asian low? Perfect. This is great, guys. We've got all of the markets starting to move into synergy with each other, which makes our job a lot easier. So well done. Now, at this stage, As we're looking for the FESX to fail to close below its S1, we don't want it to close on its S1 at this stage. As again, we want the FDAX to stay above yesterday's low. As we may pick up a double failure reversal. No. Okay. We've got to close below, guys, and a gap on. So what it means is I can't send you long on the FDAX because the current candle is right on the pivot. Right on the pivot. Now that is an efficient candle to the downside. As it's actually a valid, so I'm a little bit late calling it, guys. It is a valid short. You've got an efficient CORPC bar to the downside. Now, if you have gone short, guys, one tick underneath the candle at 47, you're already through your first risk control point in your first target. So I do apologize. I'm a little bit late calling that. Pros and cons with the signal. FESX is very strong. The FESX is straight into a pivot. Goes straight into a pivot. So if you have gone short on the FDAX already, it's already gone through its profit target. So guys, don't go short again. I was going to say don't go short again unless you get a Delta V3. Guys, if you are a Delta V3 trader, there is a Delta V3 on at 0.14. The risk on the trade is around 30 points. So you would need to go, guys, for at least 30 points with a very, very tight risk control point, guys. So 5-point risk control, 25 to 30-point target. Guys, now again, don't try and front run that delta. Guys, so if you are going to go short on the delta, it's at 0.14. It is only for delta traders. It's got a 5-point first target, guys, or a 5-point risk control and up to a 25, 30-point target. Now for the static traders, guys, we're waiting for an agreement. We can get rid of that Fibonacci, guys. It's overcooked. So we are waiting for agreement from the FESX and the FDAX. At the moment, guys, just a warning, if you are going to go short on that delta, please use a 5-point. Please use a 5-point first target. All right, so if you are short on the delta, guys, it's a 5-point first target, or you're using a 5-point risk control point and a long target. All right, so experienced traders who are short on the FDAX, I'd try and push it down to here, please. So please hold. If you're short on either of the deltas, guys, you've gone through your risk control point. Just try and hold it, guys, but make sure you've got no risk, please. Right, FESX is about to trigger a daily short. FDAX traders who are short on the deltas, the double delta V3s, I want you to try and hold this. Volatility says a 20-point target is very easy to get. Very easy, but I just want you, well done, Suzanne, nice work. So the Delta V3, guys, insanely strong. We were talking about it when we came in. If the Delta triggers, it's basically predicting where all of the institutional orders are sitting in the market. So if you are short, guys, if you are short at either 0.14 or 0.13, you've gone at least 15 points, guys. So that means you cut off all your risk. I'd lock in a little bit of profit. As if the FESX gets below yesterday's low, it is going to trigger. Guys, it will trigger a daily short, and that daily short could go a long way. If it can't trigger the daily short, we're going to get a bit of a retrace back the other way. 25,000, thank you, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so 25,000. Thank you. Beautiful round number. Guys, Fibonacci, let's go and check our fibs because these guys have absolutely gunned to the downside.
Delta forming. FDAX 5-minute candle close in 60 seconds.
Okay. Now, there is going to be a 4-hour fib here. There's no question about that. We might actually end up catching them at that 4-hour 133 as well. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so at this stage, all right, so nice big fat candles. We are going to end up, what have we got? 29 seconds to go. So the FESX looks like it's failed to trigger a daily short. We are going to get a really nice ratio drop here, guys, on the FDAX. There's no question about that. The only way the junior traders can trade this ratio drop is if we get a nice little sell down, they fail at Fibonacci. We want to try and take advantage of the ratio drop in the market. Okay, so what have we got, guys? I need a nice little sell down. I need these guys to identify where they're failing. I think it's these green Fibonacci's we just put on. So if we do get a really, really nice little sell down into here, we're looking for a long, guys, over the top of the green fibs. Andy Tweedale, just completely blown my KPI, 2,109. Mate, were you on the Delta? Were you on the Delta V3s? Were you on the V3 on the way down? Or probably under the efficient candle. Mate, that's $2,100 profit. Holy moly. Yeah, no, mate, well done. It's awesome. I think you were probably on that efficient candle. All right, so either way, guys, what we're looking for is we're looking for the sellers to sell down, fail at Fibonacci, and then we're going long, but the risk at this point in time is a little bit funky, all right, as in it's too much. So what I want the sellers to do is I want the sellers to sell down, fail at these green Fibonacci's, which I do believe that 133 is where they've probably got into trouble. If we sell down here and you get a violent rejection, we're looking for a long. The static traders, guys, you're waiting for the candles to close on both European markets simultaneously. You're waiting for matching signals. Guys, if you get matching signals, we're going to get a really, really good result. All right, so let's just wait. So I'll make the call for the beginners and the advanced traders. So if you are a beginner trader, oh, look at that. They've just come down to that green Fibonacci. So for the beginner traders, my suggestion to you is wait for the candle to close. For the slightly more advanced traders, if you've taken a double failure reversal, guys, off that green Fibonacci running across the screen, as if you have taken that trade, you're using a 5-point risk control and long range buy targets, as long range targets. So beginner traders, we're waiting for the candles to close. Senior traders, I don't mind you taking double failure reversals. We've just got to know where they're failing, guys, which it looks like the green fibs, and then we just run those. Then we just run off those green fibs. All right. So junior traders, just hold at this point. Just hold until we get confirmation that everybody wants to reverse. For those that are over the daily goals, Andy, your result, $2,000 US, mate. That is a stunning result. That's a stunning result. I think, mate, was that off the efficient candle? Can you quantify that? Because I did say the efficient candle can be traded short because we can't go long. But I'm not going to mark a signal, guys. I'm not going to mark a signal unless I was super clear. Unless I was super clear on what I want you to do with it. All right, so we're not going to be doing that. Okay, hold on one sec. So it looks like the S&P 500 has shot down to yesterday's low. It looks like they're failing at yesterday's low. All right, so we'll just roll with the guidance. They're all going to give us guidance on what to do. 1 minute and 40 seconds, guys. 1 minute and 40 seconds at this point in time. Some of you I know, guys. Some of you I know took these deltas here because I've seen the profit come through. And guys, let's just wait. What would be amazing if the FESX, guys, if the FESX got back above its S1? If the FESX goes back above its S1 and the FDAX goes back above yesterday's low, as we're going to pick up a really lovely reversal that's likely to move quite quickly. What I would be very careful of, guys, when the market's volatile like this, is just jumping in thinking the market is moving without you. Okay, now, do I have anyone that is long? Anyone that's long, guys, off this Fibonacci here? Now, the reason I ask that, if you are long, it's already gone at least 15 points in your favor, which means you've gone through your first target or you definitely have no risk on any long range targets. Now, 30 seconds, guys, 30 seconds until the gun goes. At this stage, we are looking for as a really, really stark drop in ratio, like a really obvious drop in ratio. The starker, the better. What I'm also looking for, is on the new candle, I would love the sellers to sell down first before they come back through. So I want the sellers to sell down first before we come back through. We've got matching signals on both markets. So sellers need to sell down a bit first. I would love to see some red. Now, it is a valid static bar reversal long over the top of the candle, guys, provided you promise me you're going to control your risk before yesterday's low. All right, so again, you've just got to be careful with the risk. Guys, so we don't have a lower low yet. So the risk needs to be all the way down the bottom here. It's all the way down the bottom. All right, so this is a case of be very, very careful. It is a ratio-based static bar reversal. What we do want to see is we want to see the sellers sell down first. We want to see the sellers fail. Then the buyers come back in, pick up the buying order, and then pop through yesterday's low. Now, at this stage, as our yesterday's low is not too bad distance-wise. The FESX is pushing back into its S1. Let me look at the distance. There's 3 points. All right, so it goes, again, let the sellers come down. So I want you to let the sellers come down. So let the sellers come down, and we want the sellers to fail badly. Okay, if we do get a lower low, right? If we do get a lower low, which we don't quite have yet, we've got a double bottom. If we do get a lower low, guys, we can look for a body entry. You know, we're just watching. I'm watching for the sellers to definitely confirm they're failing. So the double bottom, guys, at 2019 does allow us to put a body entry on at 040. Okay, what we have to be careful of is that the sellers don't go too far, which means the risk on the long, we don't want the risk on the long to be too much. All right, we've got a ton of time. That's the kind of buyer rejection we're looking for. So with a double bottom, as you can put an entry on at 040, right, 040. So you're putting your entry, guys, a minimum of 040, guys, so no lower than 040, please. Now, we've got a lower low, guys, so if the buyers are going to show themselves, then they're going to engage 040. Right, so they've got nowhere near it. Okay, now they're coming back through. So I see if you're going to go long, guys, at 040, your risk control point is 045. Now, for the junior traders, what we're going to do, because we're approaching the last 90 seconds of the candle and we haven't been picked up at 040, I'm going to say to the junior traders, wait for the close of this candle, then we'll look for an entry that's got less risk on it. All right, that's for the junior traders. At this stage, we have a lower low, guys, allowing for a body-based entry on the SBR. Okay, if you are going to go long at 040, guys, we've just got to watch that countdown. We don't want to go long in the last 90 seconds. FESX is turning in favor of the signal, which is good. Now, you watch what happens. All right. That Delta V2, that Black Diamond Delta, guys, that's just come on the screen is a hint that the institutions are now thinking about going long. They're thinking about going long. Junior traders, I don't want you entering in the last 90 seconds of the candle, please. All right, I don't want you entering the last 90 seconds. We have 60 seconds to go. Guys, the resistance in the market isn't to 060. So if the buyers do want to get a big wriggle on, then absolutely brilliant. If the sellers want to come down towards the close of the candle, this is why we have this 90-second rule in place. I believe it's for peace of mind, guys, if anything, for peace of mind. All right, now, again, FESX. So FESX was trying to be positive, guys, but now it's going to close a swing trigger to the downside. Swing trigger, we can't go short. Let me just double check. So at this stage, guys, beginner traders, you've timed out, as in you can't take your trade. There's the 50 fib of the micro trend. As I'm just basically working out whether they're going to try and create a swing trigger short or not. Okay, technically they shouldn't, unless they close a big strong candle. They shouldn't try and swing this short. Okay, what have they done? They have closed below the 50 fib, then gapped onto the 50 fib. Okay, what this means, guys, what this means is I can't send you short on that efficient candle because they've gapped onto the 50 fib, and we don't want to assume a close over the 50 fib. Now, what that means is my humble opinion, most knowledgeable traders will not be going short. They will be looking to go long. All right, now, for the junior traders, we are going to, I was about to say, guys, we're going to put our order on at 040 and try and trade the body off that SBR. I hope, guys, I said that fast enough. Now, if you are long, guys, at 040, guys, because we took our order off, waited to see, we couldn't go short. If you are long at 040, as your risk control point is 045, you've already gone through your risk control point. As please cut your risk off so you've got nothing at risk. If these guys do push back through yesterday's low and the FESX pushes back through the S1, as this could go a very long way in your favor. Right, so anybody that is long at 040 over the body of the candle, or you might be long, guys, over the static bar reversal at 045, please cut your risk off so you have nothing at risk. We're going to try and let this run. Guys, now the reason we can go long is we can't go short. Guys, that's the most important point. Right, so have I got, oh, well done, Paul, nice work. Have I got anybody else that's long? Guys, anybody else that's long? Paul is long. Stuart, you got it, mate, 5 and 25, mate, well done, that is fantastic. So does everyone understand the method behind the madness on that one? Oh, Ben, nice, 5 and 20, mate. Beautiful trade. Well done, mate. That's brilliant. Jeff, well done. Good. So guys, the method behind the madness is we've got a ratio-based SBR. We've then got a lower low. The signal timed out in the old candle. We basically measure, can we go short under this efficient candle? We can't because of the 50 fib of the micro trend. That means we can only go long. So that means we can put our order back on above the body or order back on over the SBR. That is, guys, that is what Cody was talking about. A -2, guys, it is a -2 negative rated SBR. Again, even if you were picked up, guys, even if you were picked up above the candle, the stop has to be down here, guys, because that is the longest tail underneath the candle right there. So either way, guys and girls, if you are long, absolutely brilliant. A number of you have gone long. I trust that was from the guidance I was giving you about the body entry. Now we're basically waiting, guys, to see, do we get a 4-point turning bar? Now, the Europeans, guys, quite often do this. They'll do, like, literally, this is the phase 1 reversal where they try and have a crack to the high side. Now, these guys went up first. Paul, well done, mate. These guys went up first before they went down. So be very, very careful. The buyers now own the stair step. If we get a 4-point turning bar, guys, that will be a 4-point turning bar. That's a buying candle with a buying step. That's not what we typically trade, guys. Now, the only way around that will be if we get a buying candle, guys, on the FESX. And if it is a 4-point turning bar on the FESX, we'll then be able to trade the FDAX. Do I have anybody long on the FDAX that's trying to hold long, please? Anybody long that's trying to hold long? If you are, yes, good. Okay, what we're after, mate, we're after your Fibonacci extension and your appropriate risk control points. So you are at right now the institutional risk control point. All right, there will be a number of people that are saying, you know what, I'm done on this trade. A number of people will be trying to push it to the 133, and a number of people will have their eye on the S1 and basically say, if you guys get above the S1, we're going to try and pump you through the 50 of the day. The vast majority of people, guys, that know what they're doing, which is not a lot of people, they would be cutting all their risk off at this point in time. Right there. So that means, guys, you could, if you're long, you could bring your stop through underneath yesterday's low. You just want to honor the fact that they've gone to their institutional risk control point. That's where the majority of really good traders will be saying, you know what, I'm either out of the trade. So all of this, guys, is all the profit trade, all the buyers that bought down the bottom are now selling. This is not sellers smashing the market. This is the buy targets being hit, and the buy targets are obviously sell orders. So if we get above that 100, guys, if we get above that 100, which we haven't, these guys have got a tendency to run. Because we've failed at that 100, I would make sure that if I was long for long range targets, guys, I've locked in some profit. That is not a 4-point turning bar on the FESX. Guys, now the way I read, that Fibonacci is correct. Perfect. The way I read the market, buyers own the stair step. Guys, we're looking for selling based reversals. Now, at this stage, I can't sell you back into yesterday's low. FESX does not give us a 4-point turning bar, and the S&P 500 is failing to buy properly. So anyone that's gone long, guys, anyone that's gone long on that SBR, you have traded very, very well. Very well. There is no question about that. You guys have done awesome. And now we're just going to wait effectively for these markets to sort themselves out. I've got a seller stair step, guys. You see the indicator on the FESX tells me I've got a selling stair step. Over here on FDAX, I have a buying step. FDAX is probably going to lose that battle. So we're probably going to see a little bit of a sell down. A little bit of a sell down. That Fibonacci was pathetically accurate. So we'll get rid of that. We don't need it anymore. We'll see a bit of a sell down. Never seen the sim jumps to so much in one trade. I bet never. Man, I hope that's a good thing. So at this stage, guys, the way I read the market, the buyers own the stair step on FDAX. We're not going to take a selling based reversal into a pivot. So we're not going to do that. What does that ultimately mean? What does that ultimately mean? If you are long over the body of the static bar reversal, volatility says a 25-point target should be easy to achieve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is the 25-point target. As for anybody that uses volatility, as the market PVI, anyone uses volatility as a guide, it's gone straight to its volatility target, which is basically all you want it to do. Now, at this stage, guys, we are waiting for, so again, just wait. These guys have not finished. The demolition has not finished. At this stage, I'm a little bit, as per the rules, we're 32 minutes in. As per the rules, we are not going to go long with a buying stair step. Thanks to KPI for the week has reached. Paul, well done, mate. Yeah, well done, buddy. That is so exciting, mate. That is so exciting. KPI for the week is finished, so see you Monday. That is a great conversation to have, mate. That's an awesome conversation to have. So well done, mate, and well done on your discipline as well, mate. Once you've achieved your goal, best thing to do, guys, is run away. Literally, run away. Now, guys, we do have our webinar on tonight for the launch of the 101. If you guys, as in the upgraded 101, if you are not available for that, guys, it will be recorded and put in the members area. Paul, there is only one thing. Right? There's only one thing that divides a profitable group from a non-profitable group, apart from the fact that we trade futures, not Forex. The fact is that the only thing that divides great traders from not great traders is discipline. It's just discipline. If the trade's there, guys, the trade's there. If it's not there, it's not there. It's that simple. It sounds simple, right? So 60 seconds out, guys. At this stage, I've got markets in conflict. Sellers own the step on the FESX. Buyers own the stair step on the FDAX. Buyers are likely to lose that on the FDAX. S&P 500. Guys, is selling down aggressively. Let's have a look. S&P is selling down aggressively. If they get back below yesterday's low, look at these Fibonacci's. So we just watch this, guys, because at this point in time, you know the beauty of having a trading algorithm? Like, I can't send you short or long. I've got no signal. I think that's actually really exciting. I've got no signal I can give you. Oh, look at this S&P. So the S&P is about to set up a stunning short. There's no question about that. Now, at this stage, for the European-based traders, I don't have a new signal for you, which is a little bit annoying. 1000% buyers on the stair step over there on the FDAX. That's a beautiful sell down, guys. A beautiful sell on S&P. NASDAQ has got a similar signal, so I would suggest the Americans might try and drag the Europeans down. And at this point in time, though, guys, I'm going to move that off the screen. Off you go. Get off the screen, please. At this point in time, we have European charts in conflict. We're off to a great start. A number of people have finished for the day, which is very exciting. The 4-point algorithm worked perfectly on the opening candle, which is awesome. Some people grabbed the short under the efficient candle. Brilliant. Some people grabbed that delta. Brilliant. Some people grabbed this. So we've had four, guys. We've had 4 good opportunities. These markets will come back into synergy with each other because they can't stay out of synergy. It's not sort of mathematically possible. I said, while we wait, has anybody got any questions at all, guys, about anything that we've done today? If we did get a really nice sell down, guys, and it fails badly, then we are literally looking at incredible longs going back the other way. So while we're just waiting for these guys to sort themselves out, if there are any questions at all, guys, about anything that we're doing, if there's questions about KPIs, like why do we do certain KPIs, guys, if you're not in the trading room permanently, why did we go for 5 points on the FDAX? Why do we do this? Why do we do that? Anything along those lines? Now, this disconnect between these markets, guys, is making my job a little bit difficult today. So if there's any questions at all, guys, please don't be shy. Please don't be shy. The other trading room has done very, very well, guys. So we'll just let these guys sort themselves out. When the market goes ballistic start, and then the market just turns around and goes blah, then you are really smart, guys, to just sit on your hands until we get a valid trade. If we get a really, really efficient, guys, if we got a really, really efficient buying candle, guys, on the FDAX that gets above the S1, then we might be looking for another trade. If we do get the buyers pushing up, guys, into this little Fibonacci sandwich we were talking about earlier, which is now the 50 of the day. If these guys were to push up above the 50 of the day, guys, in the S1, then give us a tiny little candle, it's going to be an incredible short that's going to sell us down, probably take us back down here again, probably take us back down there. We just got to wait for these guys to line themselves up. Shout out to anyone that's over their daily KPI. Andy's obviously had an absolute blinder. Mikey Cooper had a blinder. Suzanne's done very well. Andy, over 2,000 US profit. That's so good. I remember when I started this, anyone that was doing $1,000 US a week was considered to be like, oh my gosh, that guy is a guru. $1,000 a week. Right, so that gives you an idea of, guys, to me, that gives you an idea of how far we've come, but it also gives you an idea of how far we can go. You know, it's actually really quite exciting how far we can go on this one. Now, at the moment, I've got sellers owning the stair step. Guys, let me just double check. Fibonacci's are 100% correct. Sold down to the 50 fib. To and fro. MJ, 2.5K for you so far this week. That's fantastic, mate.
Delta forming.
That is just brilliant. Now, guys, at this stage, I'm being very, very strict on you guys today. We've got off to a shotgun start, no question. Same as yesterday, same as the day before. We are now waiting for textbook perfect trades only. Right, so don't get romanced into just pushing the button, guys, because you think they're going to run. That can turn a very good trading day into a very crap trading day very fast. Now, they have just closed below and gapped below yesterday's low. All right, so the question is, can I send you short? The answer is no. So the 50 fib of the micro trend, guys, which is super important. The 50 fib of the micro trend is here. You can see these guys honoring this Fibonacci perfectly. So at this stage, what would be really lovely, guys, what would be really, really lovely is if we got a really nice sort of quick little flash sell on the FESX, sold back down, gave us a beautiful lower low, because that would drive a number of traders to go, hey, there's our lower low, that's an S1. We want to buy, we want to basically recover the market above the S1 and off we go. Now, at the moment, guys, S&P is below yesterday's low. So it is below yesterday's low. We might just bring that into the bottom corner down here. Yeah, big efficient candle on NASDAQ, guys. So at the same time, we got this monster candle here on the S&P. The NASDAQ gave us a beautiful sell, which actually collected the order and ran. Right? So a number of the traders on the NASDAQ have actually got a really lovely short, which is fantastic, guys. All right, so no trades, guys, no trades at this stage. Any questions at all, guys? Any questions at all? I'm just watching what they're doing, guys. I'm just watching what they're doing, looking at other charts. When I go quiet, guys, I'm not taking a break. 15-minute chart. What do you? Whoa. We had that 15-minute buy zone, didn't we? Hang on a sec. Let's just track what these guys are doing. S&P, guys, is gathering momentum. Delta V3s to the downside loading. So there's institutional traders that are starting to run the lows on the S&P. Where's our 15-minute? Oh, there's buyers there. Okay, no. Those buyers got. Interesting point, guys. I said everyone 25111. There's some buyers there, but we're not going to buy off it. Look what happened. So the people that were buying that level, they literally had their pants handed to them. So you got to be very careful as we just follow the same system every day. Same system every day. 3 red cells in a row. I just got a really lovely message, guys, from one of the traders. I'll read it to you without any names mentioned. So just, again, great week since qualifying. All static trades, 3 days trading, 3 trades, circa $1,300. Just got to keep doing it again and again. And I'm going to send a message back to this person who will remain nameless. Guys, and the message has got 2 words in it. Guys, just so you are acutely aware, it says change nothing. It is the most important thing, guys and girls, when you get funded, when you've got through the funding process or you've funded your own account, there's the lower low on FESX we're looking for. As when you get funded, again, you want to make sure, this is looking like we're maybe picking up a long here. As when you do get funded, as really important point, when you do get funded, please, don't change anything. Don't change anything. Now, 45 seconds out, guys, at this point in time, the buyers own the stair step on the FDAX. The sellers own the stair step on the FESX. This is why we've got a bit of a disconnect and the market's gone flat on us, which is not unusual. As if the FESX closes underneath its S1, we cannot buy the FDAX. I'm just going to be super strict on this. If they were to get pushed back up above the S1 and then stay above the S1, as we are going to pick up a long off yesterday's low. Yeah, mate, well done. It is the last 15 minutes. The only thing we can trade in the last 15 minutes is a pivot-based trade, and we're setting up, obviously, at yesterday's low. But right now, guys, that's a big fat fail, that one. Big fat red light. So please do not buy the FDAX. Do not buy. Have I been clear? I laugh some days, guys. Have I been clear enough with that one? We are not buying. We are not buying the FDAX. All right. So lots and lots and lots of people, guys, have finished trading. I'm just going to send a message to the other trading room saying well done to everybody. What has gone on there? Okay. This one. Wow, they're killing it. I'm really excited, guys. I'm excited that we've got two trading rooms because not everybody wants to trade the FDAX. And the fact that but you guys, many of you have been in the LTR for a while. What's your take on the divided LTR? Like the fact that we've got the FDAX traders that are over here doing what they're doing, and then we've got the S&P and NASDAQ traders in a separate trading room. Guys, feedback from you guys so far has been very positive.
FDAX delta forming.
Yeah, we wanted to trial it because we wanted to make sure that so the most important thing is that you guys are making money every day. That's the foundation for us to become number one in Asia, is that you guys are making money every day. So I think the divided room is working very well. If I look at the performance, I look at the results. Lots of people, guys, in the other trading room are saying, hey, mate, thank you. Daily KPI done. I'm finished. So, I mean, same as us, right? We've actually lost about 40% of the people that were in the webinar. They've already gone. Which it's kind of, it's a double-edged weapon, guys. It's exciting and it's exciting and it's kind of like, oh, at the same time. It's exciting because if people have earned their money and they've left, then giddy up, like literally. But it gets very lonely for the moderators, guys. We end up talking to ourselves. Jeff. All right, guys, last 15 minutes, pivot-based reversals only. We got markets contradicting each other. Does everybody understand why the contradiction? Does everyone understand why the contradiction? I've got buyers owning the stair step on the FDAX. I've got sellers owning the step, guys, on the F. Now, the way I read step, guys, is very careful. So they sold the market down, they bought it back up, and then sold it down. So the way I read that is that now we've got a double bottom here. So some people would say they bought it up, then they sold it down, and then they bought it up. Now I don't take double bottoms as a foundation for step. For me, it's always extreme low, extreme high. So what I've got now is I've got sellers own the stair step here, my old school methodology. Sellers just stole the stair step here. I just stole it. What does it mean? Sellers own the stair step. That's exciting. We've got the market starting to come into congruence with each other, guys, as we get ready for the hourly turn. And that Fibonacci is going to have to drop down there. SPR was short. I took it in sim. ATM locked in 5 and 2 and sipped on both. MJ, the SPR, yes. So these are static bar reversals short because the buyers own the step, but then I can't send you short straight into the 50 fib of the micro trend or the stair step. So that's the micro trend. So I can't send you, see this here, guys? See this 50 fib? Can't send you short, can't send you short, can't send you short. The moment they start stretching beyond that, it's like, all right, well, you guys want to play that game. I'm going to move this Fibonacci down. Perfect. Guess what? Can't send you short. Can't send you. I just can't send anybody short. So MJ, you're on the money. It's a static bar reversal short. Again, we just don't like reversing into the 50 fib of the microtrend. So spot on the mark. Does anybody need the link? Does anybody need the link to the 101 launch webinar tonight? Is there anybody that doesn't have the link that would like to come along? I'm just going to take you through your 12-week competency cycle, your 12-month professional development cycle. I'm going to take you through a couple of cool little tips and tricks, just to make sure everyone's ready to rock and roll. Now, as it is, Mike. It is, mate. It is. Now we have a lower low, which gives the green light to trade body-based SBRs. Now, don't put an order on, please, because we're in our last 15 minutes. If we were not in our last 15 minutes, we now have permission to enter this static bar reversal. But because we're in the last 15 minutes, guys, we don't have permission to enter that trade. I'm going to leave that line on, because if we get these guys delving down here on the turn of the hour, particularly if they get anywhere near 25,000, these guys are gearing up a stunning reversal long, a stunning reversal. Can I put you in it now? I'm not allowed to, because the rules say the only thing we're allowed to trade in the last 15 minutes is a pivot-based reversal. If these buyers get back above yesterday's high, yesterday's low, if the buyers get back above yesterday's low on this candle, and it is a 4-point turning bar long, then I'm allowed to send you long, provided it's not into the 50 fib of the move down. So we'll do some recon on that. Here is my high point. There is my low point. The 50 fib is here. So if we do get a strong buying candle above yesterday's low, if we do get that in 3 minutes and 22 seconds, and the volume is okay, and the FESX agrees, we're looking for a long. If one of those components is missing, we're not doing anything. Dan, how are you? FGBM. Mate, I don't even know what a bobble is. So I've got a couple of private messages, guys, popping in, and I actually don't know. Oh, the bobble is a Eurex 5-year bond. Yeah, right, I didn't know that. I've never heard of a bobble. Off topic, what is the difference between the bobble and the bobble continuous? I'd suggest, mate, without doing any research, the bobble continuous is a contract that doesn't expire. So if you were to buy a contract, you would be sitting on that contract. You could sit on that contract for the next 2 or 3 years. Now, mind you, I'm going to go and seek the answer. So 50 fib of the micro trend is right there. We know about that. And I am going to jump on that for you now. It sounds a lot like, the bobble continuous. So what? The bobble continuous, it sounds like a continuous futures contract, mate. Now, that would be incredible if we ended up with continuous contracts on the FDAX, for example, because we could get into a trade, we could hold it for a year. Mate, I got it right. The bobble continuous refers to the continuous futures contract on the European bobble, which is one of the German government bonds futures trades on the Eurex. The continuous contract stitches together each quarterly futures expiry. And it's done, mate. It's primarily used for long-term technical analysis and backtesting strategies. Whoops. Yeah, it's normally used for that. Okay, now I'm just making sure, guys, all of our technology is working well. Yes, it is. Okay, so at this stage, guys, we are going to pick up a signal. It is potentially fueled, guys, potentially fueled. So you note here, guys, the sellers own the stair step. The moment they own the stair step, it gave us permission to go long. If there was a pivot here, guys, we would all be long. I've done my best to follow the rules on that one. As we are going to get a buy signal here, there is no question about that. We are about to enter the Widowmaker candle. So the best way to trade this, is we look to the FESX for agreement. If the FESX closes on its S1, guys, which it's done, and then it's gapped under the S1, we're not taking a trade on FDAX. Now, this is the Widowmaker candle. In fact, I'll tell you what's just occurred. The sellers stole the stair step, allowing us to go long. The buyers have literally just stolen the stair step again. All right. So what I can't do, guys, I can't give you a buying signal on the FDAX with the FESX on the wrong side of a pivot. Now, this is a bit annoying, guys, because if you've got a nice little seller retrace, we can now trade off the body of this static bar reversal. We spoke about that before. Some of you are probably long. If you guys are probably long from this, if you don't mind the last 15 minutes, you would want to hold this, guys. You would want to hold this all the way back to the upper OSR. Like literally, this could end up being a monster trade. Guys, for everybody else, we've got to wait for a safe entry. Now, again, as I'm always looking to improve, we may have been able to use that 76 fib as a pivot. We could have, it's not a pivot though, it's a Fibonacci. All right, that's okay. If anybody is long, guys, if you use the Fibonacci and you went long, so if you are long, because you've got a lower low, sellers have stolen the stair step, that gives me permission to trade my SBRs long. If you are long, you would want these sellers to get well above the S1, guys, because the buyers now have stolen the stair step. So that means that a number of traders will be watching the buyers move up into the 50 fib in this Fibonacci sandwich we spoke about earlier. They would be now selling under the S1, guys, with the intent of trying to take a reversal into the new hour. Guys, we're not going to do that. We're going to wait for the FESX to close its candle. So at this stage, buyers have re-owned the stair step or reclaimed the stair step. So we're looking for selling-based reversals. We're 2 minutes into the hourly turn. If the buyers do get above the S1 or above the 50 fib of the day, there won't be a trade on the turn of the hour. As in a short trade on the turn of the hour. If the buyers do move through, guys, with a really, really strong candle on the FESX, guys, it's highly likely that the FDAX is just going to start grinding to the high side, guys. And if so, we want to try and join that grind as safely as we can. And that lower low, guys, or the double bottom there and that SBR body entry, look at this. It's looking absolutely incredible. Oh, Breezy, you got 10 and 35 on the SBR reset. That is such a great result, mate. 10 and 35. Oh, mate, can you imagine you doing that 6 months ago? It does show you, guys. It does show you, as much as I may have talked you out of the signal because it wasn't off a pivot, it just shows you the power of the mathematics. It just shows you the power of the math. Was that so good? All right, so I'm going to give that a purple circle, guys, and I'll put a comment on it. The Breezy got this one. Okay, so Breezy got exactly what we spoke about. So that can be a purple, guys, because again, I'll put it in my comments when I do the LTR brief that Breezy took this trade. Well done, Breezy. Yeah, this is Breezy. Oopsie, no, there's no contract called Breezy. Hold on one sec. Okay, this is Breezy. All right, so well done, mate. That's a huge trade. Now, guys, at this stage, we have got, what have we got? Buyers own the stair step on both markets, so we've got really, really lovely agreement. As we are looking for a short. So what needs to occur? Is for a short inside the new hour, the FDAX cannot close above the S1. Otherwise, we can't go short. It's got to close below the S1, and it's got to obviously close below the 50 fib. We need the buyers to show in the new hour, fail, and then turn back around and pick up our short. Okay, 50 fib of the day. Perfect. All right. So we'll just let them come down, guys. We don't want the buyers gapping over the S1. So we don't want the buyers gapping over the S1. They've just gapped over the S1. It's exactly what we don't want them to do. Okay, so at this stage, I can't send you short, guys, which is a real shame. Again, the rules say I can't send you short. Now, I do think they're going to come down short, and the reason being is that the FESX is actually the buyers have lost control of the FESX. So beautiful, efficient candle, gap down, burn all their energy. We're highly likely to get a sell, which is what we're currently seeing. So I think they're going to sell down. Does that mean I take a trade? Absolutely not. I've learnt not to assume closes over pivots. Now, I do think they're going to go long, and I would really love to be long. I was literally long range grinding long. Your trade there, Breezy, that was absolutely the trade of the day, mate. There is no question about that at all. What did you get? A 10? A 10 and 35. Oh, me. Wow. So plus 10, plus 35. But that's a good result, because we were talking a couple of weeks ago about, wouldn't it be cool if we could get every trader in the room to average 5 points a day? It's 5. Now, if you've done 10 and 35, that's 45. So if your goal is to average 5 points a day, you've just done 9 trading days. Now, understanding we only do 4 days a week, not 5. You've just done 2 weeks of KPI. 2 weeks of KPI. Two weeks of KPI in one day. No, it's fantastic. Imagine trying to do 2 weeks of truck driving in one day, or 2 weeks of accountancy work in one day, or if you're a doctor, 2 weeks worth of surgery in one day. This just ain't going to work. It's not going to work. So guys, there's lots of parallels. There's lots of parallels we can draw, but I'm very excited for Breezy, guys, because 12 months ago, there's no way Breezy would have done that trade. Just not possible. But the ratio drop is proving to be your bread and butter, mate. That's your bread and butter. So guys, we're just waiting for trades that we're allowed to take. Let me take on a little bit more water, because we're straight into that webinar. Not straight in. The webinar is going to be 30 minutes, guys, 30 minutes after the LTR finishes tonight. So I'll do my homework, do all the things that I have to do after the LTR, and then we'll get ready to do that. And then so then we will start unlocking the 101. Michael, 100%. Right. So what Breezy's done is Breezy was targeting this ratio-based SBR over here. Okay, now the deal with the SBR is the actual static bar reversal stays vigilant the whole way. So what Breezy did is he can't take the static bar reversal while the buyers have the stair step. So he waited for the sellers to sell down and touch this low point here. So the moment the sellers touch the buyer's B point, let me show you here. So the buyers push the market up, then the sellers push the market down, then the buyers push it up. So this is what we refer to as the buyer's B point of their ABC pattern, ABC. The moment the sellers even sniff that, now it's called touch, the moment they touch that, they own the stair step. Right, so the moment they own the stair step, that gives us permission to then go long again on the static bar reversal. And if these guys over here are lower, if they are lower than the entry point, you can use the body entry. And basically what you want to do is you want to get picked up. So once the lower low is created, sellers own the stair step, you want to get picked up on the trade and ultimately wait 15 minutes, which is, if you were picked up on that candle, that's 1, 2, 3. So you'll generally maximize your profit on this candle here. And guess what? That was the maximum profit on that trade as per the rule of 3. So that's what he's done. That's what he's done. That's why it was so critical when we were waiting for that signal. I said we must wait for the sellers to steal the stair step before we take the trade. If you got in early, guys, and then those sellers started pushing down, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm in the hurt locker here." I'm in the hurt locker, and you're not in the hurt locker. All right, now guys, at this stage, I've got no trades I can give you safely. The FDAX traders want to try and go short, but the FESX is on the wrong side of its S1. So I can't send you short on the FDAX while these guys are into their S1. We're very, very strict on that, guys. That's what results in a very, as you know, very, very high strike rate. In fact, I can only send you long. I can't send you short. At this stage, if I did get a really, really strong, guys, buying candle close on the FDAX, guys, we may end up with a trade. Now, these guys have got, look, these guys have got a gap to close to the high side all the way up here. They've got to go all the way back up there. So as we could end up with one of those moves where they just grind and grind and grind and grind. Now the key to getting into a grinding move, guys, is getting in safely. And at this stage, I'm just waiting, guys. I'm just waiting for a candle to close on both markets that agrees with each other, and then you're going to see these guys take off. There's no question about that. Now,
FDAX delta forming.
I'm just waiting for permission to trade. It can be very annoying. Yeah, these guys could go. These guys could go a very, very long way to the high side here. A very long way. It's just a matter of putting you into something safe. So what we're looking for, guys, I'm looking for an efficient CORPC bar on both markets simultaneously. If I get a strong buying, guys, if I get a strong buying retrace, if I get a strong buying candle, I'm then looking for a retrace and a rejection. That is a 15-minute chart SBR long. So now I've just got to be super patient, guys, and wait, which comes down to this discipline thing, because it looks like they're going to run without us, and it's really tempting to push the button. I mean, it does look like they're going to try and run without us. There is no question about that. No, seller stole the stair step.
FDAX delta forming. FDAX delta confirmed.
Okay. So just wait for the candle to close. As we must, again, if we get above the upper OSR, that's an incredible recovery. Let me just have a look at what these guys are doing. Okay, we've used that Fibonacci. We've used that one. We can get rid of that one. We can also, so that gap Fibonacci now looks like that. Okay. That is correct. All right, so at this stage, guys, we are likely, guys, to pick up a very, very strong, efficient candle to the high side. Now, we have got the upper OSR above us, as it would be really exciting if they get above that upper OSR because it is a pivot. FESX is nowhere near its upper OSR, which is fine. So if we do, guys, if we do get a big buying candle here, which we do have, if we do get a seller retrace, if we do get a seller retrace and they get violently rejected, and they were to get violently rejected, we would be looking for a long. We've just got to be careful with the risk. Guys, we've got to be careful with the risk because the risk would typically be behind the large candle. Typically be behind the large candle. Okay, which means it's all the way down here, which is way, way, way too much risk for the majority of people. Now, this is the first efficient close outside the range of the upper OSR. So it is highly likely, it's highly likely to try and move up. Highly likely to try and move up. It's a 4-rated candle. Let me just do some more Fibonacci. I don't think the gap Fibonaccis are going to be that important. What's going to be important is where are the 76 Fibonaccis? So there's our, what have we got here? Okay, at this stage, it's not a trade that I would put a beginner. It's not a trade, guys, I would put a beginner into. It just would not put you into it. The risk is too much. The chance of these guys bouncing off Fibonacci's is too much. It's just too much risk. Okay, so at this stage, it is the first efficient candle outside the range of the upper OSR. So some people around the world will find that appealing in terms of there is a potential trade. The only way you could go long is if you got a structured retrace and a violent rejection and you had really fast risk control. That's because if these guys, again, I'll show you what that looks like. You would have to run your Fibonacci, guys, up this candle to catch them on the way down. That's almost a 23 fib failure. But ideally, guys, your risk has got to be down here. So you're looking at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 kind of points, guys, 30 points of risk, and you've got some issues sitting just above you here. It's not a smart trade for the beginner traders. Guys, it's not a smart trade at all for the beginner traders. So at this stage, guys, we've got, what have we got? Huge efficient candle. Yeah, guys, so the only way, guys, the only way you could get a trade, the only way is a really lovely structured retrace, a violent rejection. At this stage, guys, we've got a retrace and no rejection. So we've got a retrace and no rejection, which means that these buyers, this candle is effectively out of context with the rest of the market. All right, so at this stage, guys, rules are going to prevent us from doing anything here.
FDEX delta forming. FDEX 5-minute candle close in 60 seconds.
All right, this is why, guys, we have rules in place. Very good reason for those rules. So at this stage, guys, buyers on the stair step, huge efficient candle, completely out of context with the market. We were looking for a structured retrace and a violent rejection. We didn't get it. Okay, now at this stage,
FDEX delta forming.
Right, so the sellers are melting in on this one. There's no question about that.
FDEX delta forming. Volume warming on FDEX.
Okay. Now, what I've got, guys, at this stage, I've got the FDEX. Again, I've got the FDEX right in the middle, guys, right in the middle of its trend indicator. I've got effectively, I've got a ratio-based sell straight back into the 50 fib of the micro trend. All right, so the way I look at the world, yeah, I've got a ratio-based sell back into the 50 fib of the micro trend. I was back into the 50 fib of the day. I would suggest at this stage, it's again straight away. If I look at the risk, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, the risk is too much to go short. I do have the FESX saying, please consider a short. However, the FDAX short is, so no, I'm just looking, guys. The FDAX short is assuming a close over the 50 fib. So it's assuming a close over the 50 fib of the micro trend, which is not particularly smart. There's no doubt about that. Now we're 15 minutes in. What have we got? 15-minute close.
ES delta forming.
Just watching, guys, just watching what they're doing. So at this stage, I can't send you short. Guys, I can't send you short. The risk is too much.
ES delta forming. ES delta forming.
Now at this stage, guys, if I was wanting to pick up a reversal underneath the upper OSR, I must have a higher high. I absolutely must have a higher high. Now, typically, guys, when we get a big efficient candle outside the range of the OSR, normally within around about 10 to 15 minutes, the buyers would try and show you what their colors are.
FDEX delta confirmed. FDEX delta.
All right, so we've got a, what have we got here? That Fibonacci can go. The 15-minute chart says they're probably going to try and get up here, but the buyers would obviously need to. So if we get a nice efficient buying candle, guys, if we get a nice efficient buying candle, and that efficient buying candle closes above the upper OSR and above the open, we may be picking up the potential for a nice little move to the high side.
Target build. FDEX 5-minute candle close in 60 seconds.
So we're looking, guys, we're looking for a big push through. We're looking for a big push through the open. If we can't push through the open, guys, we've got to be, in fact, we're in the last 90 seconds. So we need these guys to push through the open. Give us a big efficient candle. There's a big efficient candle to the high side. if we're going to pick up a valid trade. If we're going to pick up a valid trade. Now, at this stage, I've got... Man, how good's the Fibonacci been today? Okay. I've got my higher high, 17 seconds until the candle closes. Volume is okay. I may pick up a reversal short here, guys, if I get a push through the open. So if I get a push through the open, I'm looking at an open-based reversal short.
Volume warming on FDAX.
Okay. At this stage... All right. So at this stage, guys and girls, what I've got is I must get a really nice push through the open, and then we're going to trade it as a 76.8 Fibonacci failure. So the buyers have got to push up first. They've got to be very impressive. It's very impressive, like literally off you go and then get absolutely hammered. Now the entry, guys, if you are a 76.8 Fibonacci trader, guys, the entry is at 132 short. What have we got there? Gap down, gap down. Yeah, so the entry, guys, is at 132 short, not above, please. Now, I'm just watching, guys. I'm just watching the time, watching the volume. Now, I'm just watching. Now, guys and girls, if you are going to go short at 132, you've got a 5-point risk control, please. So 133 short. Guys, it's a 133, 76 through 135. So anyone short, guys, even if you're short at 133, please make sure you cut your risk off at 5 points. So you are through, guys, you are through your risk control point on the FDAX for those that take 76.8 Fibonacci reversals. So sorry, we're outside the range of the candle at 133. If you are short at 133, ATM, okay, MJ, if you're short at 133, guys, please try and hold the trade. So if you have not been ATM'd, guys, please try and hold the trade. And I want you to try and hold the trade through the upper OSR. Guys, I want you to hold it down to the pre-bottom, please. So if anyone is short, guys, this is a 76 Fibonacci reversal off the open. If you are short at 33, a 5-point first target, then a cheeky whatever you can get your hands on would be amazing. If you've been ATM'd, that's okay, guys. You've still made money on the trade. Probably a good hourly rate, MC in your case. A couple of contracts, good hourly rate. If you are short, guys, it is a higher high reversal off a pivot reinforced by Fibonacci. If you are short and we can get underneath the upper OSR, I want you to try and trade down to the pre-bottom. Volatility, guys, would say a 20-point target. A 20-point target should be achievable. All right, that is a 20-point target. It should be achievable. If you've been ATM'd, guys, don't push the button again. I know how tempting it is. Please, if you've been ATM'd, do not push the sell button again because you're selling straight into the upper OSR, which is a pivot. Right, so anybody short, guys, please try and hold to the bottom of the box. At this point in time, I would be locking in profit, please. Right, at this point in time, locking in profit. Those that went for a 5-point first target, you've obviously nailed your target. Those that are going for 5 and 25, you're trying to hold, guys. You're trying to hold through the bottom of my box, which is a 20-point box. Right, it's almost 525, guys. We've had a blinder of a session. I'm going to borrow this little circle here. Some of you are short on this trade. Right, some of you are short on the trade. I'm still thinking, guys. Well done, Giz. Nice work, mate. It's more money. It's more money, mate. There's a bit of loose change in the can, but you can rattle that one around today. That's been quite good. It's today's Technical Trading Thursday on YouTube. So I'm going to be talking about Breezy's Purple Circle because that was Mathematically, guys, that was such an incredible trade. And what we have done, guys, what we have done today by being disciplined, what we have done is we have avoided a number of losing trades. Okay, this red one here, which I'm about to put on, if we broke our rules, guys, if we broke our rules, that's a big fat loss. All right, I think it's really important that we celebrate the fact that we avoided the loss. Breezy, nice work, mate. Very important. So, guys, at this stage, I've got a volume warning on FDAX. So, volume warning. We haven't got to the 20-point target. So, haven't got to the 20-point target. But everyone that's taken the trade has got something out of it, which I think's important. It's really, really important. Now, can I give you another trade? The only trade that we can get, guys, as per the algo, if we get a higher high, we're looking at a body-based SBR reversal. Okay, now look at the tolerance from the bottom of the candle, guys, to the upper OSR. So we're too close to the pivot. So I can't give you a trade short. I can't give you a trade long. Guys, that means we're technically caught in irons. We can't go up, we can't go down. So guess what that means, guys and girls? For those that go to the gym, I don't know, say the guys in Koh Samui that go to the gym about now, it's time to go to the gym. For those that go and have dinner now, it's time. My MJ's off for a massage. Oh, that sounds amazing. A massage. I reckon I deserve a massage. I deserve a massage after today. I'm not going to look at my trading buddy over here because she'll just look at me strangely. I might have to go to a proper physio, guys, proper physio. Shall I call it torture? So it's a proper massage, mate. So all in all, what are our stats for the day, guys? Our advanced traders picked up the opening counter reversal off the 133. Guys, textbook 4-point algorithm, textbook 4-point algorithm. For those who picked up the short, guys, low volume, guys, low volume. So just be careful. We picked up the short, we picked up the long. Breezy picked up the long. We didn't get a trade here, which were amazing. And then we picked up a tiny short. Guys, but what that means, if we picked up, depending on how you trade, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 profitable trades. We avoided a loss and Breezy got this blinder, which is, again, guys, I reckon that's called 100% success rate. Some people get upset when I say that, but I reckon that's 100%er. Guys, I've got a little bit of profit in the bank today. My goal today was the LTR was one of the biggest sessions we've ever had today, guys. So my goal was to be green. I'm happy with that. And again, the trade I'm a little bit annoyed by, guys, is Breezy's trade down here. Because, and I'll tell you why, guys, we're always looking to improve. I could have, because the market failed at my green Fibonacci, I could have said, we'll give the benefit of the doubt to the Fibonacci. We'll wait for this candle to fail. That's stolen the low. And then we could have actually grabbed the trade or grabbed that delta. And if we sat on that, guys, we would have picked up a 30-pointer. Asked them to make me look like Arnold. She said miracles are done at the church down the road. Oh, dear. Breezy, you are a very funny man, and mate, you are turning into a very exciting trader. I'm very excited for you, mate. I think that's very exciting. All right, so guys, we're not going to get another trade. I'm ruling this one off, guys. There's 5 good trades. We missed Breezy's and we missed the loss, which is, I think, guys, missing the loss is as important as picking up winners. So here comes young Christian. Mate, how are you, mate? I hope you're fantastic. Mate, we have...
Hi, guys and girls.
Mate, we've picked up opening candle 133 extension, which is a 4-point algorithm that we trade every day. It normally appears 3 days out of 5. We got it today. It was a blinder. Mate, then we picked up a short, a long. I missed Breezy's long there where he got a blinder. Of result, we avoided a loss because we didn't break our rules, and then we got a win. So, mate, we've got 5 little wins today. Some people have got big wins today. Andy did more than $2,000 on this efficient candle here, more than 2,000 US on that. more importantly, mate, we're five signals. We're five signals, five winners. We missed a loss. Same result as last Thursday. Identical result as last Thursday, and mate, we live to fight another day because we followed our rules. So I don't want to sound boring, but it's literally that simple. We live to fight another day. So.
Amazing. Guys and girls, the most important thing is that Lachlan is scheduling a massage session for today. Right, Lachlan? Are you getting one?
Well, massage. Oh, man, I wish. No, I've got to run the webinar for the launch of the 101 in 30 minutes, mate. So no, there's no rest. There's no rest for today. No.
All right, guys, leave a message in chat if you think Lachlan deserves massage, at least on weekends, and he has to go and get one.
This is a good topic. We need to reinforce this one.
Amazing.
That's very good. Yes. Yep.
All right, guys. I'm very happy to hear that you had great time together. You had some setups, and as you can see, some profits in the chat as well. Happy to hear that. Happy to see that. And as usual, from my side, just a reminder that right now we have a 30% promotion on all accounts of the Trading Pit using the code SUMMERWEEK30. For all of you guys who wanted to get an account with us, use this opportunity. The code is valid till 31st of July. So, guys, make sure to get an account for yourself. Once more, Lachlan, thank you very much for hosting. Thank you very much for making these live streams happen. And we're going to say goodbye to all of you guys.
Awesome. Well, guys, look, massive thank you to TTP. Guys, couldn't do it without you. Christian, thank you very much. And guys, we'll see you next Thursday, unless you're coming to the webinar tonight, which starts in 29 minutes. So there we go.
All right. Guys and girls, enjoy the rest of your day and see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thanks, mate.